Well, forgive me for driving today while I'm doing my podcast. I had to leave home suddenly. Our vehicle that we haul our food with for the homeless ministry is broken down again, and we've got over 300,000 miles on it, and I don't know how much longer it's going to last. If you have an extra large SUV just sitting around, let me know. Anyway, I want to talk about interruptions, because this is an interruption. I have a pretty full day today, and a lot of appointments, a lot of things going on, and then this. And, it seems like almost every day something comes up that I didn't plan for. And I want to talk about that because I've learned some things about interruptions that are important. Great day to share it. You can either plan for interruptions or you can be surprised by them. Now, what I mean is this. Every single day will bring you things you didn't expect. Now, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I like to have everything very orderly. I like to organize everything, and I like to know exactly what's going to happen. And many times when I plan my day, I plan it right down to, almost the minute. My appointments are backed up, exactly the length that I can do them, and I do that all day long. And if I get behind in one, then I get behind in another, so I'm pretty good at keeping everything the way it should be. And I have a pretty full life. Even though I'm getting a little older, I still work 12 to 14 hours a day, generally, and love it, by the way. It doesn't feel like work to me. But I still put in a lot of hours, and most of those hours are spent actively being involved with people and counseling and writing and podcasting and whatever. So it's a little bit of an interruption when something happens in the middle of that time that kind of throws everything off. And I've learned to schedule interruption time. I schedule it in. When somebody says, I have an emergency, I'll say, okay, I have some interruption emergency time coming up in 2 hours. Can we meet then? And so I try to schedule 2 1-hour periods every day just for interruptions, just for emergencies, just for things that will come up that I need to deal with. This is one of those. And folks, if you handle interruptions not as a surprise, but as a course of the day, then things get a little bit easier. Things won't be quite so, traumatic once it happens. And you have to understand that interruptions will always happen. It'll always be a difficult thing to fit it in. And so when your day becomes, when it's interrupted, when things happen that throw you off, like that just did, road work. When things happen like that, you can either say, I expected some interruptions, or you can say, wow, I didn't plan for that. It's horrible. This happened to me, whatever. Once again, going forward from this day on, you will have days that don't go as you plan. You'll have things that happen, events that happen in your life that will completely throw you off, and some will be more traumatic than others. But if you plan for it, if you say, I expect that will happen, if every day you say, there could be some detours today, there could be some interruptions today, then it won't be such a traumatic thing when it actually happens. Well, there's a little bit of practical advice, and I hope it helps. God bless you. Have a great day.